real, easy mode's not real, bro. Like that shit is not, it does not exist. The people that are blowing up talking about YouTube is on easy mode, it's because they are making videos about how YouTube is on easy mode. If you want to if you want to play to make get to this right quick. What are some struggles I faced starting up my channel? Man, I feel like one of the biggest struggles that I had and that most people are gonna have is literally just starting. Like, if you can pull yourself to get in front of a camera, that's amazing. Now, once you have something recorded, it's a whole nother battle of taking that recording that's probably not good and then posting that anyway. That's tough, man, because it's like, bruh, nobody's gonna watch this shit. Like, who wants to see this? And you're right about the first half of that. Nobody's gonna watch that shit. It is what it is. My first couple videos is still sitting at like literally no views. So that should be even more reason to just put it out, because it's like, bro, nobody's gonna see it and you're gonna feel better having it out knowing that you did something. And also nobody's gonna see it. But it's just tough to do that. So that's a big something that I faced. What's something else? Man, you want to know something that is not talked about enough, bruh? It's storage management. Man, if what you're doing is video based, making a channel, you're like a video editor, a photographer with like a DSLR camera, all that. Man, if you're not managing your storage, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass at the most inconvenient times. Like, I've had to stop series that I was working on. I've lost entire projects due to like trying to manage my storage in the midst of being in the creation process. So I accidentally deleted something that I shouldn't have deleted because I didn't fully have it. Man, storage is crazy. I would advise everybody to get an SD drive. I'm going to get one as soon as I get paid. Well, I get paid today, but I'm on my way to work. So I'm probably going to get one after work. If there's something open, I'm going to get one today. Either an SD drive or one of those adapters where you could put in a SD card, like one of the SD cards from a camera, you could put it in that and then hook the adapter into your phone. Something like that. So you could store all your videos on that. Because if you can't at least have a separate space for your videos, even if you only make like 3-minute videos, bruh, after a handful of videos, you're going to be scrambling for storage. And if you make content like me where it's at least bare minimum 5 minutes, but it usually gears more towards 10 minutes, and like by my third recording, I was like, man, I can't move anything over to anything. I record on my iPhone. I edit on my iPad. The disconnect, bro, so much storage being used up from recording on my phone, but also so much storage being used up from editing on my iPad. Man, I don't know. So definitely storage, and that's not talked about enough. I think I might make a separate video just for that, bro. Because it's that serious. Word is bond. What's another thing I faced? Another thing that was a struggle for me at first was figuring out what my niche was going to be, like who my audience was going to be. Because I do a lot of things. I am an artist, which is probably where I'm going to gear more towards now, is like artist and personal brands that's looking to grow. But I'm an artist. I am a personal brand owner. I'm a clothing brand owner. You know, I do video editing slightly. I do a little bit of graphic design. I had a lot of avenues that I could have taken. So I feel like narrowing down what was for me, and I feel like a lot of us are like that. We have goals, that we have stuff that we're good at, but we just don't know how to progress with those goals, or we don't know which one we want to go forward with trying to progress with, right? So that, I feel like that was a big thing for me. It became a lot easier once I started looking at what I personally like to do and not what I feel like the algorithm would like to see from me. Like, there is a nice balance in between. Like, there is stuff that I like to do that the algorithm would also like to see. So that's like a workaround for me. Like if it's something that I would enjoy doing, but it's also something that the algorithm is known to push, like YouTube growth. I've been obsessed with the science and the strategies behind YouTube growth. That's been like a big obsession of mine for a while. So it's content that would be natural for me to make, but YouTube growth is also huge on YouTube right now. Like it's a big trended thing because of this whole easy mode thing that everybody is talking about now, which by the way, that's not a thing. I don't know how many people are going to end up seeing this video, but if you take one thing away from this video, easy mode's not real, bro. Like that shit is not, that it does not exist. The people that are blowing up talking about YouTube is on easy mode, it's because they are making videos about how YouTube is on easy mode. If you want to get a play, if you want to play to get more natural engagement on your videos, make them all towards YouTube being on easy mode. Like, and I don't mean just 1 or 2 videos. I mean like drop mad videos about YouTube being on easy mode, because that's all people are doing. But at the same time, once this trend stops being a trend, their audience, they're stuck in the water. They're not going to have nothing because people aren't coming to them for genuine advice. They're coming to them because they're pushing the YouTube on easy mode angle, right? So when the YouTube stop, like let's say it stops being on quote unquote easy mode, or let's say that this easy mode thing passes, bro, it births a whole generation of new YouTubers, and now it's like, okay, whatever, it happened, it came and went. Those people that blew up off of this content, they're not gonna have no other content to make. This is the only thing that they're making. Seriously, go look at their channels. Anybody that's posting YouTube's on easy mode right now, oh my God, you need to make a channel now. Look at their channel. They're all about the same thing. YouTube being so easy right now. That's the only thing that they're pumping because that's the only thing that's going to work. And if they are pumping something else, look at the views on the other stuff that they're pumping versus those views. You feel me? Those are 110% that channel's breakout videos or standout videos. 110%. So that's not, I'm sorry for that little rant. That's not a struggle that I encountered, but I feel like maybe seeing that, maybe people buying into the whole YouTube's on easy mode and then hopping on YouTube and figuring out that it's not actually on easy mode, that could probably be discouraging, you know? So I guess that's definitely a struggle that could be faced. So I'm just going to burst the bubble for you now. Easy mode does not exist. It is true that YouTube is recommending smaller creators to a larger pool of people. But if you're just out here making trash, nobody's gonna, like, you're not gonna blow up making trash. If you're not providing value to a viewer, you're not just gonna blow up not providing value for a viewer. The people that we just talked about, they're clickbaiting value out of a viewer. Like I said previous to this, YouTube growth is a very popular topic right now, right? So for them to be making titles and videos about YouTube being on easy mode when a lot of people are searching for a way to grow on YouTube, that do you see why they're search-based and click-based and browse-based content, because it's clickbaity and it's also what people are searching up. Like it's just a recipe for growth, but you have nothing to sustain it. You get me? So I feel like if you're going into this with a YouTube on easy mode mindset, then you might as well like find something else to do, bro. Anyway, back to my personal struggles, because I did not really come into YouTube thinking that it was on easy mode. I knew really what it was. Another thing I faced really was figuring out a schedule. My first couple uploads were like sporadic, this day, that day. You feel me? It was very random. But now I feel like, honestly, this, like for most people, uploading on a daily basis would have hurt them. But in my case, I feel like it helped me so much, because not only am I in this creative space where I'm actually recording content, like multiple videos a day, multiple days in a row. So I have the content to kind of just push out to you guys. Although I'm doing that, I feel like it's also easier because posting every day, I don't have to wonder like which day should I pick to post. Like the only thing I really have to wonder about is a time, and I already locked that time in too. It's 8 p.m. So I'm going to be posting every day at 8 p.m. at least for the next 3 weeks out, because I have content planned for that. I have content made for a week in advance, planned for 2 weeks in advance, and I've been planning the week after that content already now. So I'm trying to keep that process going, so I always have content for y'all every day on a daily basis. So I feel like that's helped with my consistency a lot. But I wouldn't really advise anybody to really take that approach because I'm asking for it. I'm not going to lie. Like the burnout, if the burnout hits, when the burnout hits, I'm going to be fucked. You feel me? But hopefully I have enough content batched. That's why I'm riding this motivation high so heavily right now. Because hopefully if I have enough content batched, then I can just, you know, have the uploads for y'all. If I'm uploading 2-3 weeks in advance, then if I have an off week, if I have an off 2 weeks, I'm going to be good because the content's there anyway, ready for me to come back and start batch recording and catch myself back up, right? So I'm hoping that that's going to work for me. And so far, the plan is going together pretty well. My motivation is still riding pretty high. I still want to make a video every day I wake up. So I basically am making videos every day I wake up. But yeah, like that was the last biggest struggle for me was consistency. But that's how I counteracted that consistency, man. I'm just posting every day. I don't really want to run out of storage. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm not sure when this is going to drop, but if this drops before my artist series drops, I have a series dropping about how artists and personal brands could start personal branding today and immediate tips and tricks and mindsets, more importantly, to implement. I have the TCL series, which is re-uploads of my old content so y'all can see like that I live in the truth of, bro, just make bad videos because my first videos were terrible. So I mean, if y'all interested in any of those, the playlist should be on my channel. Just click the link and, you know, click the link to this video. I'm not really sure what it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to provide value to you. So, you know, I'll see you there.